Mike the Truth Jackson, back with another edition of Fighters Talk. And today, actually, I've been knowing my guy for what, 9-10 years, and this is the first time we've done this type of interview. We've always done the post fights.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a minute. Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, we had some amazing post fights.
Yeah, I need those back.
Yeah. I'm here with my guy, the little animal, Jacob Silva.
What's up? What's up? What's going on, baby?
Dude, dog, you have the biggest opportunity of your life coming up.
Yeah,
Contender series, man. First of all, how do you feel about that?
The jitters, they haven't came yet, no. But I mean, it's a big opportunity. But you know, I've been dealing with big opportunities since my debut. Like you know, pressure just been on me. You know, ever since I was an amateur, bro.
Sure.
Like I mean, you know, 5 amateur titles. You know, 2 title defense, well, 1 title defense. But so I'm you know, like these main events fights. You know, being put on the spot. I'm kind of used to it already, you know.
You are well, and
it,
I want to get into your story because again, this is our first time we've done one of these. 2011, it was February.
Yeah.
And I remember it too. Someone they was like, "Yo, we got this kid named Silva. He's an animal," and his amateur debut was for a title. Was for the Legacy Amateur Series title.
Yeah.
And taking on Joe Trevino, who at the time was a teammate of mine over at 4 Ounce.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and I know Joe, so I'm like, yo, Joe's a fucking beast. And then we like, this debut cat is coming here fighting Joe. Like, what is going on? Now, you didn't win.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that what you put everyone on notice that you were here.
Yeah.
What was that experience like in your debut?
Man, you know what? I was scared of that fight, bro. Because I mean, you know, I fought with my brothers, you know, growing up. You know, I have 4 brothers, man. Okay. So I mean, you know, we always fought, you know, wrestled and shit. I'm nothing, you know, trying to knock somebody out or something. But you know, when I put up Joe's fights, I was like, this dude's fucking man. I'm like, man, I'm about to go fight this dude. And then fucking Coach, Coach Tony, you know, R.I.P. to him.
That's my guy.
One guy, he fucking hyped me up. Like, son, you know, I believe in you. I think you can do it.
But that was his job.
That
though.
was it.
He was the hype man. Though.
Yeah, man.
What outside of that? Do you remember the night? Like not in the fight itself, but everything kind of going on.
Yeah, I remember everything. From Jason to like the freaking balcony.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to bring up. So from that night, I remember I'm cage side because I'm doing my blog, and then I remember looking up, you know, Dane Pineda up top. And I saw him at the balcony, right? And then everything kind of happens or whatever. And then I remember looking at the cage, and I looked back up and he was gone, but he was down here.
Yeah.
He was he got cage side.
I don't know how he got cage side so
this
quick.
day, Dane Pineda.
I don't know.
How did you get cage side so quickly? We need to know that.
He was quick.
Dude, right. But what did you take from that fight, though?
I just, from that
again,
fight,
this is your debut.
Yeah, so from my debut, I was like, you know what? If I could go the distance with this guy with only 6 months of training, because I was going to like the fire academy as well. So you know, I was doing that at night, and then I was training in the morning, and you know, so I wasn't really training with like Scotty and Tony and you know, Nacho, Chile, everybody who was there at that time, you know, because they were training at night. So I was training in the morning, you know, and my boy David would like come train with me in the morning, you know, every now and then. But so that wasn't really like a full fight camp, like the. But I mean,
back then, it wasn't no camp back in 2011.
There was no camp. It was just
2010 almost.
You know, go fight.
Yeah.
So I started training in October 2010.
Okay.
Then that fight was February.
February. Yeah, 2011.
February 19th, because a few days later I turned 21.
Okay. You know, and I looked back and I was looking at the record, and I've been to all of your fights except one.
Yeah.
It was the Trent Mao fight. Was that Louisiana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
See, I was there when I wasn't there. I don't even know what happened. It don't even matter.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
This shit starts over.
Because I mean, his record's washed up, and you know why not? So you know that shit is amateur.
So you go through that whole time as an amateur, and you picked up some big wins. What was for you? What was the motivation to go pro? When did you figure out? When did you find out? Like, yo, I want to do this.
Bro, so my uncle Danny, he been like my boxing coach, kind of like mentor at the same time, and then he was like, son, he like you know, you just gonna keep fighting amateur, like you know, eventually turn pro. I like you know what, fuck it, yeah, you know, let's turn pro. But during the same time, fucking Silverback had shut down, and then I was training at a gym called Silva MMA, and then I decided to turn pro. Well, when I decided to turn pro, I signed a contract against something De Leon.
Oh yeah, James. No,
Luis. I don't know his name. I can't think of it anymore. Anyways, so so I signed that contract, took the fight, and then his gym fucking shut down. So then I was just training with my uncle, and then I took the fight, and actually Coach Rudy Silva, the boxing coach, and my uncle, they were actually in my corner on my amateur pro debut. So I had two boxing coaches, in my corner, and I dropped the dude, and then when I got on top, started sitting down, ground and pound, he told me, dude, I just woke up and I seen your leg, and then he just turned and went for a fucking knee bar, and then I tapped out.
Yeah, I remember that. So speaking of that, we're getting into the pro side of the career. You started off 0-2. Yeah. What did that do for you mentally? Like you first two pro fights, you've been on a tear as an amateur. Now as a pro, you start off 0-2.
Yeah.
Where are you thinking mentally?
So mentally, I was like, you know what, like this third fight, because after my second loss, I like this third fight is pretty big, because I've never lost 3 fights in a row. You know, I mean, I don't think I've ever lost 2 fights in a row. So I was like, man, this 3 is like, you know, if you start off 0-3, you might as well fucking hang it up, you know.
What? Yo, I know a dude who's like 0 and like
I know somebody
20 or some shit.
who started off
know him.
bad.
It's on like you go on mixedmartialarts.com, you start looking at people like, oh shit, 0 and 20. Like at what point, like after 10 fights, you're like, all right, maybe it's not for me.
But yeah, no shit, huh? You're like, fuck that. Nah, so then but you know, my second loss, I had just joined Metro, so I was at Metro 3 weeks. Well, I say a month, but like last week we just couldn't wait. So I was at Metro training with Adrian, you know, Mike Tran, you know, Manny coaching, and man, them boys were fucking grinding. You know,
what took you over there? What brought you to Metro?
Mike Tran and coaching.
Okay.
One guy, they were like, man, just come over. You know, I was still trying to find a gym, you know, and I just couldn't find a gym that I felt like home. You know, I did go to a freaking Go Team with
I remember that.
With Makako.
Yeah.
And then one kind of, you know, I just left that gym, you know, went to freaking Metro, trained over there for about 3 weeks, you know, had that decision and loss. But then after that, my whole fight camp just been with Coach Saul, just, you know, trying to learn, you know, his way of fighting.
Well, he's an OG in the sport,
yeah.
Man. That's one of my favorite guys in MMA. I remember when I got into the sport, he was one of the first names that came up. I never was fortunate enough to go to one of the Renegade shows.
Okay.
But I just heard so many amazing things about Saul. First thing I heard he's an asshole. So I heard he was mean. But when you get to know him,
only if you're sensitive, I guess.
Exactly. But then once you get to know him, like he's one of the nicest guys. I know you probably don't want people to know that, Saul, but he's one of the nicest guys, though. Man. He's cool, and he's full of knowledge. He's been in the sport a long time. He's been around a lot of champions, Tibor Ortiz, Cyborg, all of these people. Yeah. So he has a wealth of knowledge, and I'm going to assume that's what kind of motivated him to stick around.
Well, I mean, not really. I mean, his background didn't really catch my attention. It was more of like the way I felt about his coaching. Because I mean, you know, I was with you know, Tony for a long time, and Coach Tony was, you know, could have been an asshole too, you know.
100%.
And so then Coach Saul, you know, he was like the same way, and you know, I knew the fighters that were there. I was like, man, these guys, they're all winning, you know. And then as maybe like my second fight, I was like, what? Man, got he trained Tito? I like, what? You know, I like, you know, fucking Cyborg. I like, oh shit. But then at this time, you know, I'm already family. So right. Like, you know, that shit is like a bonus.
Correct. That's dope, man. So then you go on, you lose the first 2. You're over here at Metro now, and then you just go on a tear. And one thing that stood out to me, though, was at 125 pounds, and you've never competed at any other weight, correct?
I fought Sinjin at 120. So
yeah, that's right.
That's about it, though.
Right.
You know?
So I had never seen anyone of your stature just murder people with the shots.
Yeah.
Like just sleeping cats. And that's what, well, the first fight made me a fan. I was like, oh shit, like this dude has no experience. He goes out there and goes to a decision. I'm an immediate fan, right? Then I'm seeing you like starch cats. And I'm still trying to figure out where the power comes from. Man, I don't know. Where does it come from?
just
Yeah. Whatever you been talking about it. That makes sense though. So you've built up this record, but one thing that stood out to me was you had 2 years where there was no activity.
Yeah.
Was it 2016, 2019?
Yeah. Yeah.
You had no fights.
Yeah. There was 1 year. You know, I think I got laid off. My house had got flooded. I was going through a lot of issues at the house. You know, and then maybe 2019, I think. I had a hernia from surgery.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Right.
So I mean, I kind of kept that on like the deal. You know, I didn't want anyone to know. So I had that surgery November.
Okay.
And then I fought Christian in February. Right after the fucking surgery, I said, man, you know, I gotta get the ball rolling. Like, you know, I can't just like sit down on my ass. And,
well, right. So at that time, I mean, are you also? Because I mean, at that time, we're hearing that from the UFC is getting rid of the flyweight division.
Exactly.
And that was the thing for me though. I had a personal tie to that because when I think of flyweights, I think of you. And I understand what you've always wanted to get to the UFC. I wanted you to get to the UFC so the world can see what you're able to do. And so when UFC and Dana White's talking about getting rid of the flyweight division, what does that do for you or do to you?
I was fucking depressed. I was depressed. I was like, bro, if they cut it, I like then they trade for Mighty Mouse to one. So I'm like, bro, this shit might be fucking long term, and then I like, bro, I still have Bellator, I could still maybe Coach Shaw could talk to somebody for one, one FC. I like, they have a lot of small guys over there. So but my main thing was like, how can I get to the damn UFC? I like, I think I'm too small to fight at 135. I lose 4 pounds. I lose 4 pounds, then I'd be at fucking 135. But I mean, if that would have taken, then I would have had no choice. But I mean, I was really depressed. I like, fuck, like, the last 10 years just been to waste,
Exactly.
I like, shit. So then, slowly but surely, it was like, I guess, they didn't know what they wanted to do with it. It was just fucking playing. Then they started to like cut fighters.
Right. So when you're seeing people cut, you're like, oh shit, this shit's real.
Exactly. I like, oh man, I like, bro, shit getting serious now. But so then, my wife and then Coach Saul, they were like, just keep on training, just stay active, keep it going. So I just stayed active, and then last fight, got the dub, and then Eric, he put a word in to Mick, and I guess Mick saw enough in me to like say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna give him a shot.
So one thing that stood out to me also as a pro, you were consistently fighting in both Legacy and for Fury. Was there a reason you didn't go outside of those two promotions, which are arguably obviously Eric is doing major things here in Houston and surrounding areas. Legacy at the time was kind of growing outside of Houston, eventually playing LFA. What was your reason for just sticking with those two promotions?
Bro, as an amateur, I fought for every amateur promotion there was. I was just trying to stay as active as possible. So then when I turned pro, I had the same mindset. Like, I'm just gonna fight for like, whoever the hell gives me a contract.
Right.
And so then, I signed a 3-fight deal with Legacy, but coming to my third fight, they switched over to LFA. So then I don't know what happened. We just voided the contract somehow.
Okay.
So then I was still trying to fight for. Mike, I don't have a manager or anything. Everything I do, sponsorships, shirts, anything I have or I do, I just do it on myself. All kind of social media, and turning pro too. I'll talk to Eric about fights, and hey, I got this guy. So I talked to Coach Saul. Like, yeah, if you want it, so, all right, fuck, come on, let's do it. So I mean, I've never turned down, any fight. I would just, he'll give me the guy. I look him up and like, yeah,
let's do it.
Let's do it. He signed the contract. I signed it.
Right.
I don't give a shit.
For sure.
So then it just happened to be that I just kept on fighting for free.
I got it.
Because then during the same time, I think Legacy or I guess LFA, they lost the contract with the damn theater.
Right.
So then they weren't really coming back to Houston. They were just staying in Dallas. And And I was like, bro, you know, I can't sell any tickets. You know, I sell.
Yeah.
You know, like
and see, that's what people
bro.
don't realize. Like outside of the UFC, fighters to get on cards, to get on these promotions, like you have to be a ticket seller because that is how promotions generate money and make their revenue. Yeah. Like not everyone is the UFC. Not everyone can put on events in empty arenas and then still generate money. Like a lot of people are losing money.
Yeah.
Which
it actually helped me help you type of thing, bro.
Correct.
Like and most fighters they're like, oh, you know, I'm really helping you. You're not helping me. I'm helping you. Like, no, it's not. It works fucking hand in hand, you know.
Sure.
And I mean, I push tickets, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna go to Dallas and go fight for $600 or $1,000. I could just stay here in Houston. You know, whenever they come back, I'll fight for free.
Correct.
And sell fucking 150, 200 tickets. Like, I mean, you know, I still gotta eat too.
For sure.
So, yeah.
So now we take it. We have 2020, which is a lot of crazy shit going on. The Rona hits, the pandemic. What does that do for you? What it like training and mentally for you? Like what happens when they start canceling? Like the Fury card got canceled.
Yeah.
And then all of the businesses are shutting down. Where do you go mentally with that?
So actually, my fight was February 23rd.
Right.
On my 32nd birthday. The whole Rona and everything canceling happened like March.
Right.
So I already have my contract for July 14th.
Okay.
So like, you know, I just stayed training, and then whenever they shut everything down, so I just made a damn gym in my fucking garage, and then I'll have teammates come to my house. I mean, we're train, do pads. Fucking my boy David Armis, he was fucking helping me out a lot.
Okay,
I mean, you know, me and David, we went to fucking middle school together, bro. Knowing each other for a fucking hot minute, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Shout out David Armis.
Shout out, baby. You know, he really like fucking brother to me, bro. So I mean, here come fucking whole pads. I mean, we're grappling stuff, and you know, I have some like other teammates, you know, they'll come over and too. So the whole Rona, it didn't really affect me. I mean, yeah, it affected us, like, you know, I guess work wise, you know, I got laid off in fucking April.
Okay.
You know, and so then I guess I just become a fucking full-time fighter. So I was just training, you know, twice a day.
It's kind of like works out that way.
It is what it is. Then they pushed the fight to, you know, August 25th, which is cool because, you know, I had a fucking injury. That's the dumbest. So, you know, I was gonna fight, you know, July 14th, just fucking fight down my mouthpiece, just go. But, you know, when they pushed it out in a month, I was like, that's good, you know?
Yeah, you got more time to train.
Thank God, you know? So, you know, that happened, and then, I mean, we just kept training, you know, and I mean, the whole Corona thing, it didn't, you know, affect my fucking my training schedule. Yeah, I mean, it affected sparring and stuff. Right. But I mean, as far as me working on myself, you know, I mean, it really didn't affect me.
Well, it's dope. I'm happy because now they're like, I'll even take me. Like I was like, man, I remember like week 2, I was getting it right, and then like week 3 hit, and then I would go out to the right. I ended up building like a big gym like from Grace University.
I
just built that, and I had the bag up. Dude, I was like halfway through round 2, I was like, man, fuck this, I don't want to do this anymore. I did like, I'm going back in the house, dude. I go shower, whatever. I just didn't have, like, I was just drained mentally. So I'm happy that, you know, you found a way to get through this.
But you know, I think if I didn't have that fight, I think I'd have probably been like fuck it. Like, I'm just gonna fucking sit around the house. But I knew in the back of my mind that, you know, you got.
But see, you already had the fight. Yeah, you already had the fight scheduled. So that's motivation for you.
Yeah. So, you know, I just stayed training because, you know, I knew that I had a fight, but I just didn't know. Oh, and then I did have the fight date, but I just wasn't 100% sure if it was gonna still happen.
Okay.
So then when they pushed it out, you know, I said fuck August. So man, this fight camp been from February to August, bro. It's probably one of the longest fight camps ever, man. Right. So I mean, I probably done fucking hit my peak, then came back down, and then, you know, you just
back up,
yeah. But I mean, it's worked out though, bro. You know what I mean? It's all good though.
For sure. One thing that stood out to me, you get the fight going on a Contender series, but then you got 2 other teammates. You got 3. It's 3 of y'all going, and y'all like bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, no shit.
What does that feel like?
You know what? It's really it's fucking amazing, bro. I mean, all three of us, we all been fighting on the same amateur cards. Yep. You know, all three of us joined the same gym. We been fighting on the same cards. Yep. You know, and then just to see each other work, grind, and then we all get the call. You know, and then my boy Adrian, he just starts this whole.
Woo!
I mean,
when you saw, like, I mean, we all knew it was. We knew he was my guy. Was gonna go out there and do his thing. I didn't know he was gonna do that. We've seen it though. We've seen him with the
We've
angles.
We've seen it before, yeah.
But I didn't at that level. You expect a little bit tougher competition, and he made it seem like it is what it is.
Well, he capitalized.
So how did you feel when you see a man go out there and do that?
I knew it was coming. I was like, I felt that before. You know, I felt that same combination before, bro. I throw a fucking lazy jab and then he come up top. And, yeah, I'm like, you know. But I mean, like I said, you know, I've seen him before, you know, and I mean, he's probably one of my best training partners. I mean, one guy we spar a lot, you know. You know, we grind, and then fucking Mono, he's bro, one guy, he's on a whole nother level. He's on
nice.
a whole
Shout out to my guy
level,
Lil Mono Martinez.
Yeah.
He's next up after Jacob on the Contender series.
Yeah, he's about to shine too.
Yeah, for sure. This is going to be a different environment. You're fighting in the Apex with everything kind of going on. But one thing that kind of it hit me, the old memory bank, is that you fought in the empty arena before.
I've done that before.
So it goes back to I think Cage Con was 5, 6, something like that.
No, something like that.
So
man.
do you remember that night?
Yeah, bro. So I remember there was a scuffle. I think it was because Tony and Colin Wright they got into where they was fighting, and I think Colin kneed Tony in the balls or something. Then Colin Wright, he got the title.
Okay.
He won, and then there was some like females and at the crowd.
Let me tell you, you ain't telling this true story. You ain't telling the right
I was in the back though.
I know.
Yeah,
So check it out.
Though.
So check it out. It was shorty. It was I can't remember his name. Anyway, it was his wife. It was a former fight. He fought as an amateur. It was his wife there. She got into it with somebody. She pulls out the stun gun. I'm still at the cage. This scuffle is happening like right by the backstage, like the back door where y'all walk out. So it's what, I don't know, 40 yards away. All you hear is and everyone's like this. Like,
what's going on?
Who pulled out the taser? And then obviously, because everything goes on, they clear out the arena. They like, well, we didn't know they were going to cancel the fight. Yeah. We didn't know they was going to even have a fight after
They told us that the show was done.
Oh, okay.
So like during this whole thing, I was warming up with fucking Scotty, right? Okay. And then I just finished, you know, doing pads and stuff. So then they said, hey, the show canceled. I'm like, what? So then they told us what's up, right? So I said, all right, fuck it. So I'm getting dressed, putting on my
you was getting back there?
I'm getting dressed, bro. I'm getting dressed. I took off my gloves.
I didn't know that.
I'm getting dressed till I go home. Then like Eric comes in, hey Jacob, you know, the show's back on, they're gonna allow us to fight. I'm like, what? So they're like, but you gotta like walk out now. I'm like, oh fuck. So you're like maybe 15 minutes passed by after I fucking warmed up, and I was like, so in my mind I'm like, bro, the show's over.
It's a mental thing. Done. You starting to cool down. You like,
So then I walk out and it's like empty. It's like
well, they did let some people kind of kicked everybody. Kind of people sneak.
So they're like no music, lights on like this. Right? Yeah. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, alright. So then we go, then me and Joe, that was a fucking rematch. We go. I catch him with a straight right, and then he takes my back, and then he chokes me out. And I'm
we just like, gonna talk about.
I'm not gonna tap out. You know what I mean?
Oh shit, that's right.
I ain't tap out.
That's right.
So
we was all like, what happened?
I ain't tapping out. I'm bitch put me to sleep. So then I fell asleep, and then
you went for a little nap, and you back. But yeah, so you have that empty arena vibe, right?
Yeah.
And again, this wasn't like you were sparring. Like this was an actual fight taking place. So you had that sort of experience. Mm-hmm. For you, does it matter if there's a crowd or no crowd?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Because I mean, you know, artists, I'm sure that the fighters know when you're fighting, it's just fucking tunnel vision. Anyways, I mean, you don't hardly hear.
Some people
anything.
like to hear. Some people like to cheers. I don't care.
I don't.
I hear my mom when she's there, and I hear Bob when he's in the corner. That's all I hear.
But you know, I do hear Coach Saw, and I do hear my daughter.
See,
for some reason, I do hear my daughter.
You know,
I can hear her,
my mom.
bro.
It's the,
I can hear her.
There's thousands of people. I hear my mom out of something. I'm like, what are you doing over there?
And I mean, my crowd gets loud, bro.
They
And for some reason, I can hear my daughter and Coach Saul, you know, just. But I mean, it doesn't matter, bro. I mean, whenever we spar, it's quiet, you know what I mean? And I mean, we really sparring, you know what I mean? We throwing things.
I got you.
So it doesn't fucking matter, bro.
What's the guy? I don't know much about your opponent. What do you know about him?
He's from Kansas. 22 years old. He's on a 6-5 win streak as well, but his is TKOs and subs.
Okay.
His last fight he came in at 129, so I'm hoping he don't have a weight problem, you know. But I don't know if it was like a catch weight or not.
Okay.
Maybe I want
Fair
to.
enough. Fair enough.
But so I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, you know. I mean, he's a stand-up guy. His background is I think kickboxing.
Okay.
But I mean,
Adrian,
you know, Mana, you know, they're all good. They're all good fucking kickboxers, you know. Right. So I mean, it doesn't matter, bro. I mean, once I hit them, they all want to take me down. You know what I mean?
There it is.
How Derek say? Derek Lewis. He said once I hit them, they all turn into wrestlers.
Hell, shout out to Derek Lewis, man. This is like I've been in this sport. I've been in this Houston scene so long. Like I even forgot about that little caveat. You know, training with Derek. So I feel like this point, man. We Houston. We paid the dues in the past, and now it's our time to shine, man.
I mean, it's coming too.
It's coming, man. So I'm liking where we're headed. We having people that are moving here to come and train now. You know, so I think the scene is blowing up, and I'm gonna say you have a part in that. You know, especially in the flyweight division. I don't think it gets the respect that it deserves. And then when you have guys like yourself who are able to put on exciting fights, that's gonna bring the attention back. So check him out this Tuesday. Dana White's Contender Series, the little animal Jacob Silva.
Check him out, baby. Don't miss it, man.
For a contract to join Adrian Yanez, and then we're going to pull up Lil Mana Martinez next.
Yeah.
Mr. Silva, my guy. It's been a pleasure.
Bet, baby.
Let's go.
Appreciate that, homie.